Hey, Bourbon family. Whiskey Phoenix is back today to continue on with our advent calendar from Buffalo Trace. I don't know if you guys saw the video I posted yesterday of the crazy wind here in Southwest Ohio, but the two advent bottles that were still hanging on that tree, they were fighters now. They were fighters, and I'm telling you, that red ornament, it was fighting for its life, for real. But after I filmed that video, it's like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take these two other bottles down. And, when the winds die down or in a couple days, I'll put them all out. So I've got them here in this glass. There's all of our advent ornaments. It's Black Panther glass. I got it from Avenger Station when it was opened in Las Vegas a few years ago. So there's all our friends hanging out in this cup so we don't lose them. But yeah, those two were hanging on for dear life. And it's like, you know what? I'm just going to rescue you guys. I'm not going to put you through this. It's like if the Charlie Brown ornament, unfortunately blows off and shatters and breaks, there's like 2 more boxes of them in a Christmas tote out in the garage. But that red ornament, it's got some fight in it. You know what I'm saying, fam? So, anyway, yeah, if you haven't checked it out, it's probably disappeared from my story that I posted here yesterday, but it is on my profile page here on TikTok. Seems like there was something else I wanted to talk with you guys about. And like that, it's gone. And you wonder, see, you wonder why I have all my research off to the side. Because if I don't, it's just gone. The downside of getting older. All right, let's get into this. Let's see what we've got today for day 11 of our Buffalo Trace Advent Calendar. Oh, shoot. This is going to be one I can barely freaking read. Oh, gosh. Okay. Let me see if I can find the other one real quick, fam. Let me dump this out. Yep. So, yes, I'm tickled because Hoegaarden is back for day 11. I wonder if the universe is trying to tell me I need to get in touch with my Hoebag friend that I love very, very dearly. Which one is this one, though? Can I see it? It's definitely a different Hoegaarden. The one that we did the other day was their rosé. That was the other day. And I know somebody popped in my comments that they make a very good wit beer, or Witbier, however you say it, in Belgium type German accent. But unfortunately, this is too little for me to read what this one actually is, other than the fact I can read it says Hoegaarden. So back to the Hoegaarden we go, fam, on day 11 of the Buffalo Trace Advent Calendar. Oh, I know what I want to talk to you guys about. I've seen some posts out there that people are kind of starting to see their views drop off, probably because of TikTok's stupid algorithm and the way that they want to, try and give us bourbon TikTokers a hard time. So what I've been trying to do is, if I see one of the many bourbon TikTokers that I follow, I definitely try and go and like the post. I probably should even try and repost it as well for more visibility. That just kind of dawned on me, even though I've heard Handy Whiskey Yo-Yo talk about, doing that kind of stuff anyway. but I've at least been going into, whatever bourbon TikToker I'm looking at, whether it's, the review guy or Sipping with Rich or Angry Mac or, all the many of you that I follow in this community. And I've been trying to go back and like at least watch and like some of the older videos that may be posted. So I guess the algorithm's trying to throttle us, but, I think we can beat it. Bourbon TikTok family, I've noticed a little bit of my stuff has fallen off even a little bit. And I'm not, honestly, I'm not here completely for the views. I'm here to make content, to be able to interact with you guys. If I have a video that gets, 50 views, that's a dub for me. That's a win. Anything above that, I feel the love for any views that I have above something like that. But I've just really been trying to make it a point, since I saw somebody post about that if I come across, got a few hundred friends on here now in the bourbon TikTok community. Thank you very much. I love you all. But yeah, I've been trying to go back and go into their profile and, like some of the content so that, hopefully if we all do that, we can adjust TikTok's stupid algorithm from, trying to suppress us, because we will not be suppressed, family. We will not be suppressed, bourbon TikTokers. We're not doing anything wrong. So yeah, that was the other thing I wanted to bring up today. I'm also trying to decide when I want to start doing my top 10 countdown of 2025. I'm just trying to decide how many I want to do per video. I don't want to drag it out over 10 days. So I can't decide if I'm going to do like 2 videos, that have 5 and 5 each. I've also decided I'm pulling this from the gaming community that I used to be a part of. In this area and just in Ohio in general, there would always be every 4 months we would release a PR graphic and list the players. It was a power ranking is what PR stood for. Sorry, I understand some of you may not know that. So you might have like for the state of Ohio, we listed like 15. But for like our individual regions, whether it be Columbus or Northeast Ohio or, down here in Seaway where I'm at, we'd list our top 10 players. And then there'd be like 5 players that were honorable mentions because they had really good seasons in the Smash Brothers, community, but they just couldn't quite like either crack into the top 10. So we'd list like 5 honorable mentions. So I think that's how I'm going to approach my top 10 of 2025 bourbons. I'm definitely gonna list out my top 10 favorites in order, and then I'm gonna throw in like 5 honorable mentions that could have made it in there but didn't because I found something that I liked better. So I am starting to work on that. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do it because my son comes into town on Christmas Day. My original goal was to do it at the end of December, but before like New Year's Eve. So I'm still trying to figure out, when I want to do that. I don't know if it's something I want to get started on next week or if I break down those videos like I've talked about, it would only take me a few days to get it done. So yeah, there you have it. I will not be putting this on the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. The winds are not as bad today, but we do have a decent amount of snow coming. The terrible S word. But I'll get all these placed back up there soon. And again, I can't wait to share the final view with all the, I don't want to call them bourbon bottles, but with all the little bottles that were thrown up there. If you are partaking on this Thirsty Thursday, Please drink responsibly, and I'll see you in the next one.